If you have not spent the last week of your life living under a rock, you have probably heard of DeepSeek by now. The new model has taken the entire world by storm and crashed the US stock market, among other things. In this video, we go over a comparison of DeepSeek versus Google's Gemini. We use a front-end or wrapper site, as they're called, to build a YouTube SEO optimization tool that generates tags based on the title and timestamps that you upload to it. As a podcaster, I have to do this every week where I have to generate a specific type of tags which include high rank tags, high volume tags, as well as long tail tags. To prompt this every week is annoying and time consuming, so I resorted to using this front end wrapper to do this exact thing for me. We build both using DeepSeek as well as Google Gemini APIs, and then in the end we compare who did better. So stay tuned until the end to find out who the winner was. This is the Build Your Own App series, so subscribe if you haven't already, and without any further ado, let's jump in. So as part of the podcast, ready, set, do, first of all, subscribe if you haven't already. But what I need to do every week is I need to search in the title for my YouTube video, followed by the timestamps and such, and then ask whatever it is, Claude or ChatGPT, whatever I'm using, to generate the SEO tags for me on YouTube. Now, I know there are free and paid tools that do this. I've tried most of them, including VidIQ. My problem is that nobody's able to do it as good as the LLMs do, right? So what I need to do is I need to tell it that within 500 characters, comma separated, generate tags for me that are high ranked search tags, high volume tags, and long tail tags. So it's a very eclectic combination that I've come up with that works for me. So I need to tell it every week and it takes forever. So what we're building here is just a wrapper. It'll just be exposed on a front end site where if you just submit your title to it, it'll just automatically generate the SEO tags for you. And then what we'll be doing the same for ChatGPT as well. And then finally, we'll just be comparing what the tags were, and we'll be using VidIQ to check which of the two did it better. So with that said, let's get started, Akshansh. Yeah. So for now, we're just saying that we want to build a simple app which leverages DeepSeek R1 API to return specific responses. Yep. For now, that is all we need. So you'll need to go and create your API, I believe, on DeepSeek. Yeah, I think that was where I went. Yeah, go click on apply for an API. Yeah. So this is the link I had set. So all good. Yeah, I think they were under attacks and such. So,
But we do have something that created last night.
yeah, we do have that. That is true.
So we can tell these people how they can get theirs once they are back and continue with our tutorial using the one that you created.
I think that would make sense because the thing is, it was so simple that we actually probably don't even have to show it. Like I did nothing in there, if I'm being super honest. So why don't I just walk through what I had done yesterday? And I think that should work just as well, if not better. So I'll just go to the very top here. What I'd done was basically what you had just posted, except I'd just done it all at once. So that's maybe not the smartest move, but I told it that the user will simply input that their video title, what their video title is for YouTube, and the site will use a pre-built prompt to send to DeepSeek and return the response to the front end for the user. So that was my exact prompt. And then it went ahead and did that. And what was interesting was it asked me to replace the endpoints and such. And then when I was like, where can I find these? It was like, you'll have to go here, right?
This guides you through it. So
it basically guides you through it. But actually, look, so it had said, however, I noticed DeepSeek R1 is not publicly available yet. So it basically straight up hallucinated / lied to me. So I looked it up and then I was like, it is available. And then I pasted the link for it, So once I did that, then it went, I apologize for my confusion earlier. You're absolutely right, blah, blah. So then it asked me to go here. Let me try actually if this works for me. Yeah, so that doesn't work for me either. So that's how I found out that you have to go here. And then I pasted in my API key. This key I have since deleted. So even if you try to use it, it won't actually work. So just putting that out there. And then, literally I asked it to replace. I didn't even go into the code and replace it, And then I kind of it pretty much had me fix a couple problems once or twice. And then I got error code 402. So 402, what that means is the API key hasn't been activated or has run out of credits, right? So with that in mind, I just went back to if that page would have opened. So if you see here, this is what you would see within platform.deepseek.com. So I just topped up my balance for $5 USD, and I actually have used it a few times. Oh, I shouldn't have refreshed because now it's gone. But even after using it a few times, my only expense so far has been 1 cent. Like that's $0.01. So that was very interesting. And then I was then trying to have users pay for it. So let me just roll back to that checkpoint. So I'll revert that so I can show you the functionality. So yeah, this is what I had. And then in future videos, what we'll be doing is we'll have a login for this that will work with Google. And then we'll also have a tier. So you can use it 3 times a month for free. After that, you would have to pay. So I'm going to build this and we will be showing you how to build exactly that over, a future episode. So now if you had a video title that you had in mind, say I will just pick a potential title for this video when we do upload it. So we'll do DeepSeek ChatGPT comparison. ChatGPT logical reasoning comparison. Who does it better? So this is just the idea or the video title I had in mind. And then when I click generate analysis, DeepSeek will use its reasoning to tell me what it likes, how I can improve it, and also other like relevant details, which I'll also show you how to improve or how to make it do specific things that you want it to do. So if I just do that, I don't actually know if this will work given the site was down, but we'll see. It did do it. Okay. So before we even dive into what it said, again, this is coming from DeepSeek, and I think it's worth showing that if I did go to like the actual DeepSeek, I think it still works. But yeah, as you can see, it does say that there have been malicious attacks and such. I think the good thing about using the API is that that would still work even if their own actual website isn't working. Is that right, Akshansh?
Yeah, because they have just put down the servers that's hosting the site. So the API call is being made directly to the backend. There it's not showing us the front end part. Also, I'm really surprised by the answer because I use this Gemini API, which is free, and OpenAI's API as well. Also, some free LLMs from Hugging Face. If people know what Hugging Face is, it's a place where people can host their models and you can make calls to it.
So if we actually look at the analysis, so it says that is effective in several ways. It says that it is clear, clearly states the purpose, blah blah, engagement. Who does it better creates curiosity. Relevance, it targets an audience interested in AI, all of those. However, it could be more concise and impactful. It lacks specific keywords, so it wants me to be specific, which I think is great advice. Use power words, ultimate logical reasoning, battle who wins. I like that. And then shorten and simplify. Logical reasoning compared who's smarter. So it's asking me like what type of keywords to use. Use the keywords in title, optimize description, etc. And then potential thumbnail ideas. It just
you can show them how you can edit the prompt.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yep. So as you can see, given this YouTube video title, please provide. So interesting. I think whatever was being typed there. If you enter timestamps, it gives it such a great idea of exactly what you talked about. We'll just straight away jump to suggestions for improvement, video titles, and rate their FOMO level. I'm just trying to kind of throw it off and not give it very obvious type of thing. And then next I wanted to generate the 3 following types of tags: high ranked tags, high volume, and long tailed tags, 500 characters max. Okay, so that looks good to me. Will I have to say rerun, or how do I make this,
Just say Control S, because you see there's a orange dot on that file. Now it's,
oh yeah,
so that means it's
okay. Interesting. So I'll just paste that. So I now have timestamps ready here to paste, and then let's just see what it generates. Also for clarity, I didn't even give it a title this time. I just gave it the timestamps that I had. So I'm actually very curious because I've also never done this before. We'll just list this out, paste it in VidIQ, which for those that don't know is a really good tool for YouTube optimization. It tells you the rating for each tag that you have in your tag box. So yeah, looks like it didn't follow one order in that. I think this is definitely more than 500 characters, but that's fine. We'll just pick the first just to maintain the thing. So look, it says, how I became a Microsoft product designer, my HCI journey and big tech insights. FOMO level is 8 out of 10. From Georgia Tech to Microsoft, a day in the life. So yeah, we'll be testing these out. So I think this is in a decent spot. Akshansh, if you want to run the same thing with Gemini, and then I can have VidIQ ready to rate our tags for us. Does that sound good?
Okay, so let's start. Yeah, so for getting the Gemini Go API key, you just have to search AI Studio dot get this place, and then you can see API key right over here. You click on that, you'll come over here. Okay, this is the place where you can generate your API keys and delete, manage, whatever. So as you can see, I have this one generated right here, but I'm going to delete it just for the sake of the tutorial again. Create API. That's simple. Gemini API. And let's search it prefix from existing. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. This is created. So what I just did there was there were some 3 to 4 projects that I had created. You can see this is a project name. So if you click over here, this is the place where they have stored all the calls being made through your Gemini key. This is it.
So with that key setup, let me just ask Bolt.
Yeah.
Now I want to swap out. I already copied these, so we actually don't need these anymore. Can you configure the app
The API.
accordingly? The API, it's doing that. This is also my free Bolt, so I actually don't know when it will stop working. But all of this, guys, all of this was built on a free version of Bolt. We do have a paid one, but I just was trying to use this one, like the free version, just to check how far you can actually get. And the answer is you can get really far because all of this is still being done on the free version.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had these few friends of mine and like people who watch the video, explaining me on Instagram and WhatsApp that they have expired their Bolt account already. And if you just run out of it, wake up another day.
It's just so addictive. How can you not? This is literally the equivalence of wizardry as far as I'm concerned. It's just unreal. So we don't want analysis, so we will lose that. Generate SEO tags for YouTube. Have the following. So I think it just did an overall really bad job, if I'm being very honest. Because
Gemini for it.
these none of these are long tail tags. Like that is not a long tail tag. Also,
Even if in HCI,
unveiling. Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone's going to read that and think to me.
That's true. That's very true. Also, I mean, I think I just have to modify. I think I told it right. So okay, I probably didn't. So that's fine.
But this is
500 characters. No.
It's just a reminder for all developers. Don't use Gemini's API. If you want something good.
How much separated? I mean, I don't know what else to tell it. I just want more stuff. So maybe I can reiterate. Make sure you use all 500
characters, the 500 tokens. That would include like string values, maybe. I don't know how they calculate the token size, but it's not just 500.
I mean, as far as the prompt goes, it's not really my job to calculate that stuff, right? At least DeepSeek was able to do that, right? We didn't have to wrestle with it so much. But anyway, I think it's at least close. So we'll just do this. Over here, I have pasted all the DeepSeek ones. Actually, we should label that in case it doesn't get lost. Gemini.
Tell them about the software we're using for comparison.
Yeah, so we use this tool called VidIQ. I actually highly recommend it for really anybody that even just likes watching YouTube. Most importantly, it shows you your SEO score. So it tells you between all these categories, tag count, volume, keywords in description, triple keywords, rank tags, and high volume rank tags. So all of these are really important. And it shows you what the tags that were used for this video were. So I'll just go ahead and paste in all of the other tags from here and just see and just compare the ratings between the two, as in DeepSeek and Gemini. So far, that's that way. So let me now really make the screen really big because these ratings are important. Yeah, let's do DeepSeek first. So I'm seeing 69s, a bunch of 60s, 50s. There's 140. Everything else is, there's 138. Interesting. But for the most part, I would say the average would be probably close to 60, right? Is that what you're seeing from a quick eyeballing, Akshansh?
Yeah, I would say 60 to 65. Yeah.
Okay. And then for Gemini, there's a 42, 240s. I mean, it's not that bad, but except if you really use your human brain, in addition to what VidIQ is trying to tell us here, if you just look at some of these tags, so when you say long tail tags, the whole point of long tail is once somebody writes day in the life on YouTube. So if I just go here and if I search day in the life, so these are all ranked. Like for instance, how VidIQ works is, of a lawyer would rank higher than engineer. I would definitely pick DeepSeek because I think it's just that much more relevant. Also, Gemini's long tail tags aren't even actually long. Who's going to search for design iterations in big tech?
Who's going to write the word iterations? Iteration never comes in any kind of common language.
Exactly. That's such a great point. Yeah.
MS,
they also have the
computer interactions. Again, no. MS, MS they will, but human computer interactions is no field. I don't know about that field. That's such.
Yeah, in their case, it was Georgia Tech HCI curriculum, which does make more sense because at least Georgia. Yeah, look, they have Georgia Tech HCI program. From a reasoning point of view, I do think it intuitively it makes more sense to search like this because you're probably not just searching HCI program in general. Yeah, and if you are, our video probably doesn't even deserve to rank because we don't talk about that. We're only talking about Georgia Tech specifically here. So anyway, that I think that was a really fun exercise actually. To be honest, Gemini, I'm actually still a little surprised by it did decently, I thought, until it got to the long tail. It got kind of the wheels fell off a little bit. But until then, it's not bad. Like it is doing 50s, 60s, high 60s, or at least high 50s anyway. You can experience it like kind of weird.
Day in the life of Microsoft Product Designer. Why is it rated 41.8? It should be rated higher, right? It makes more sense than I think overlap between design and technology.
Yeah, so the reason that so they look at the keyword volume score and the competition score to generate that overall score. So for this, the competition score is 66, which means there's not probably not a lot of videos on this. So look, that's actually a great question. Let me actually search this exact day in the life. So if I just search this on YouTube now. So if you just search any search term, it tells you the rating for that. So what this is saying is there's a high competition on for this specific term with a decent amount of volume. So naturally, you can you can understand why this only got 42, right? Because our video will just get buried.
But we want to do something related to Microsoft Product and Designer. So
Oh, okay, I see. Well, yeah, you should have made this video 15 years ago. That's the only answer to that, unfortunately. But anyway, so I think that largely concludes the example we wanted to show here. That brings that episode to an end. I hope you all enjoyed. Please feel free to comment any ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already, please subscribe right now. Thank you.